Greetings. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, might have been months by now, right upon waking up, I heard the words quantum intercession. And at first, it was like kind of like this far off, just past, kind of like when you have a word on the tip of your brain and you can't think of it, and you're like, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't like grasp it. It kind of was a notion like that where I knew that I knew it, but I had to kind of reach for it to really pull it into my grasp in a way that would actually be quantifiable and like communicatable. So, quantum intercession. What I'm learning right now, there's a practice that some people do where they go through the day and they just think through the day, and anything that didn't go how they wanted it to go, they like rewrite it in their head, reassign a different outcome. And there's all of these other principles and practices that go with it. But the point is, because time is this construct that we're so attached to, that we use in our culture, it's very difficult for us to fathom the idea of time being flexible. The past can be impacted and the future can be impacted by the present. Want to use quantum intercession to I'm totally losing my train of thought, so I'm going to try and tune in real quick. That's what it was. Got it. Okay. The past can be an educational notification. It can be an informer, an informant. The past is an informant. And we use the keys of what we can identify and acknowledge went wrong, or like how it didn't work out, but we can use those. So instead of just sitting there and being like, oh, all these things were bad and I'm the victim of it, instead we can apply quantum intercession. And while we're doing the work of healing trauma and identifying, pollutedness and brokenness in ourselves, may we not get stuck at the point where we just go in the cycle of being a victim or being victimized or being broken and just obsessing over the brokenness, because that just sends out the I am broken sign and signal, and that is what will be echoed back to us, because we are made in the image of God and the power of life and death is in the tongue. So it's like, and not just the tongue, but like also like the signal that we're sending out, the frequency, the memra flow, the spiritual atmosphere that we're residing in. And that's why when it says things like God knows the heart, I always equate the heart to the subconscious mind. He knows the heart, and like the signal of your heart is, you can say one thing all day long, I'm blessed and highly favored, but if you really truly are in fear and you don't trust that things are going to work out for you and you don't think that you're safe, that is the stuff that's really going to resonate. And that's that you'll continue that finding ways to prove that to yourself in life, and life will continue finding ways to prove it to you too. So how do we reframe through quantum intercession what we have gone through, and what we can look back and look at the things that didn't work out in the past, and we can use it as an informant to inform the I am now statement for right now, to heal, to send healing to that brokenness. Like imagine that time is just one thing, and if we can just, so like whatever we apply to it affects the whole. So I am now healthy and prioritized, and I'm in balanced and whole relationships, harmonious with healthy, well-adjusted people who have received everything that they need in order to be healthy and well-adjusted people. And I am no longer negatively impacted by people who are not well-adjusted or whole in themselves. And I have the discernment through my rootedness to know and to identify and to move wisely in relationship. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing around here at Seed Soil Water. I have a vision of being able to do a weekly quantum intercession group and different things that I want to quantumly intercede for. For example, medical injuries, that maybe there was a medical procedure that was supposed to be for your good and it caused an injury, maybe even for your children. And like, so what if we were to go into that moment and rewrite it with quantum intercession And then not obsess over the immediacy or the impact that we think it should have, but rather wait and allow the essence of the creator's frequency to apply whatever solution would be the right one. So anyway, that's where we're headed, and I invite you to subscribe and share. And if this rings a bell, like right now, if anybody comes to mind where you're like, ooh, that person might be into this, I invite you to share this video with them and subscribe, hit the bell, do all the things to make sure that you're notified. And also, if you really want to stay in touch with us, go to SeedSoilWater.today, SeedSoilWater.today, and sign up for the email list, just any of them. You can opt into a freebie and get like the freebie goods while you're there, or you can just do the stay in the loop option, and I will do my best to get my act together and get like a schedule and some email reminders getting sent out so that we can all be in this together, because we're onto something and I'm here for it. Be blessed, be well, be free.